The Sweet Baby Inc. Boycott is absolutely crushing the latest video game that has Sweet Baby Inc.'s fingerprints all over it, Tales of Kenzera ZAU. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. This is over at thatparkplace.com. Wrote this up earlier today. And if we head on over, or if we look at the Steam DB statistics for Tales of Kenzera ZAU, you can see that its peak concurrent was only 287 players. That was when it released on April 23rd, earlier this week. The peak concurrent most recently is already down to 211. So it's already seeing its player base dwindle just 2 days after release. It does not look like it is performing very well. And then if we look at sales numbers, I will say they do have a note here that's game has been released recently. So sales estimates take days to accumulate. But the sales do not look good for this game either. We've got VG Insights estimating that it's only sold 930 copies. And then I think that's Play Tracker saying that has sold upwards of 4,700 copies. So sales do not look good for this game. Only 40,000 people streaming the game on Twitch. And you can see there that the positive reviews, there's only 78%. It's got 25 negative reviews, 91 positive reviews, and it's just barely within the top 200 of sellers on Steam for a game that has just been released. On top of the game not really having a lot of players, sales seemingly not looking very good. We've got social media analyst, master of the TDS, alleging that the game is using bots potentially to run damage control for the game. He has many of the accounts mention Surgeon Studios, which is the developer behind the game, which was founded by Abu Bakr Salim, who has significant ties to Sweet Baby Inc. directly. If you want to, I'll have the link to this article in the description. You can look at Master of the TDS's post there and look at all of these accounts that he is alleging are bots that are attempting to promote Tales of Kenzera ZAU. And as noted by Masters of the TDS, this game does have Sweet Baby Inc.'s fingerprints all over it. It was added to the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Steam curator list, which for all intents and purposes is a boycott list. And it's because the game was listed in Sweet Baby Inc.'s January 2024 newsletter. This is what Sweet Baby Inc. wrote in their newsletter. Our friends at Surgeon Studios dropped the trailer for their upcoming action-adventure platformer, Tales of Kenzera ZAU. We had the utmost pleasure of working with Abu Bakr Salim and the Surgeon team on this poignant story, which has been heavily inspired and influenced by Batu mythology. We know you're going to love it as much as we do. In Tales of Kenzera ZAU, join ZAU as he journeys through the world of Kenzera to get his Baba back, joined by an unlikely companion, the God of Death. On top of Sweet Baby Inc. confirming it worked on the game, former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern brought to the public's attention that the game's main creator, Abu Bakr Salim, previously worked with Sweet Baby Inc. co-founders Kim Belair and David Bedard, as well as current Sweet Baby Inc. employee and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League script coordinator, Amy Lee Shaw. I forgot to add her name there. I'll have to fix that. For a, quote, ready-made interactive leisure and entertainment software development company called Bebe Sucre Ltd. Limited. Kern shared on X, ZAU creator Abu Bakr Salim is actually an SBI insider, Sweet Baby Inc. insider. The real reason that ZAU worked with Sweet Baby Inc. is because Abu Bakr Salim co-directed a company, Bebe Sucre. I think it's Sugar Baby or Sweet Baby, right? With the founders of Sweet Baby Inc., Kim Belair and David Bedard, and SBI writer Amy Lee Shaw. Tales of Kenzera ZAU isn't just a detected game. It might as well be a direct Sweet Baby Inc. game. So he shares a bunch of screenshots, obviously, from this Bebe Sucre filings that you can find on the United Kingdom's government's website. I did some digging into that filing. And I found it interesting that he is actually no longer the director of Bebe Sucre Limited. In fact, he was terminated, or there was a termination of appointment of Abu Bakr Ali Salim on March 12, 2024, which was the height of the backlash against Sweet Baby Inc. After we saw Sweet Baby Inc. employees Chris Kindred and Maya Kramer attempt to cancel Brazilian gamer Cabrutus Rambo and his Steam curator list. So I do find that interesting that 2 weeks after Kindred and Kramer attempted to cancel Cabrutus Rambo, and people were really digging into Sweet Baby Inc., digging into Kim Belair, discovering that the company is all about pushing woke ideology into video games, looking into David Bedard, who also was confirming that the game is all about pushing woke ideology into video games, using video games as a kind of sounding post for their woke ideology. Also showing that they have distaste for white male gamers. They did not like diversity if it was happened to be a Frenchman. They wanted it to be a person of color rather than a Frenchman. Specifically, Kim Belair said that in a 2019 Game Developers Conference presentation. So that was when all of that stuff was going on, when we were discovering just how rotten and vile and evil Sweet Baby Inc. and its employees are, is when Abu Bakr Salim is terminating was terminated in his role as a director of this Bebe Sucre Limited organization here in the United Kingdom. So I find that an interesting coincidence. I would speculate here that he probably decided to drop out of the company in an attempt to distance himself from Sweet Baby Inc. in order to prevent his game from being boycotted. However, once the Sweet Baby Inc. taint is a part of your game, it goes on the list, as Cabrutus Rambo says. I think there are some options potentially to get your game off the list. I think we saw that with I forget which game it was. It was the A44 game. Name escapes me right now, but there was a kind of a peace branch offered to them if they admitted that they had removed all the Sweet Baby Inc. taint from the game, publicly distanced themselves from Sweet Baby Inc., said they would not work with them again, then potentially the game would be removed from the list. However, they did not do that. One of their developers decided to just absolutely freak out and rage about the game being added to the list, which I think was a clear signal that they were trying to deceive Cabrutus Rambo and his team, and that the Sweet Baby Inc. influences are still very much a part of that game. So I think that this is exactly what Salim was trying to do. He was trying to distance himself from Sweet Baby Inc. because he didn't want this game to get boycotted. Remember, this game is being published by Electronic Arts through their EA Originals publishing arm. And it looks like it is not doing well. 2 days, 3 days after release, only an all-time peak of 287. That peak has declined to around 211 2 days in. And we're looking at sales less than 1,000, potentially less than 1,000 sold to less than 5,000 sold. Not looking very good. Likely not recuperating the costs that it took to make this game. So the boycott looks like it's working. And it's good because we need to continue to stay strong with this stuff. We need to send a message that this woke ideology will not be tolerated. It is evil, and we are going to reject it. And we're going to make you pay. We're going to make you pay for promoting this stuff and trying to push this stuff on us. And we're going to tell these developers that if you do indeed push this stuff on us, we are not going to have any of it, and you're going to lose lots of money. And so keep it up, keep the boycott up, stay strong. And we will continue to cover this here at the Trump Report. Let me know what you guys make of the boycott seemingly crushing sales and playership. I guess, is that a word, playership? For Tales of Kenzera ZAU. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, but to always speak the truth.